16th of July, Rabbi Furst, Havos, Halavovos.
Okay, very good. Okay, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo First here. You see with Shama Nafi here, Shalom here of Zoom. And this is our first year. Bez Hashem. Good morning, Mayor. How is good to see you?
Good morning.
Okay.
Morning, Lou.
Morning, Meir.
Okay. Let's say we are in the 18th of the Heshbonus.
Second paragraph or the first paragraph? Oh, the first paragraph. We were in the middle of the first paragraph, right?
Let's see. Did we finish the first paragraph? This is Stockyard. I think. Yeah, we're in the. You'll start the second paragraph again. Again, this is the Cheshbon Nefesh person supposed to take account with himself when he feels himself becoming overly prideful, overly ambitious in his activities and all of that. So we should realize really his real status, his real place in the world, in the universe, and realize that how much Hashem is doing for him and giving him, and therefore realize that everything he's accomplishing is really only because of the graces and blessings of the Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that'll bring him back to his senses a bit. Okay, yeah. Let's see further now. Go ahead.
V'hasi sachal achi kama arkach nikla v'in yancha nivzeh v'kama gadol gad lecha boracha im ma she'eno tzarich lecha. All right, let's try that. What's for his takel?
Yeah, he should pay attention to.
Pay attention, my brother, to how many aricha, I don't know.
His Hama Aricha Nikala, how little value that you have. You should pay attention to exactly how little value you actually have.
How much value you have. The inyan cha and the subject nivazeh.
Right. In your eyes, you should be humbled. You should be humbled in your eyes.
Ukama gad lecha borecha, and how great is the Creator, your Creator. Im ma she'eno tzarich lecha, with what is not needed for you.
That again, his stakel achi. Take a look, my brother. Kama erchecha nikala ve'enecha nivzeh. Take a look how little your value really is, and you'll become humbled in your eyes. Kama gadlecha borecha ima zeh she'ener tzorach lecha. That how great HaKadosh Baruch Hu has made you. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has made you great, right? Even Masha'eno Tzorach, which in things which are not really, which you are not really needed for. You're not really needed. All the things you're, meaning like this, all the things you're accomplishing, Hashem doesn't need you for all those things. Right? Hashem can do a lot of things, can do everything without you. So if Hashem's picking you to do something, don't think it's because Hashem needs you especially.
Al hashig haso v'ha negaso hanegaso for what's shigaso?
Right, but hashkachasai, v'gadol tzerechecha el hashkachasai v'nagaso, and how much you need. You need Hashem's divine intervention and Hashem's guidance.
You need intervention. And guidance.
A person can get the idea, like let's say we're talking about a person he's accomplishing things, he's doing things. Right? We're not talking about a person's not doing anything. Person's not doing anything. He has no reason to feel prideful over anything. He's accomplished nothing. Right? We're talking about a person, he's accomplishing things, he's doing things. So in such a person, he can fall into the trap of ambition and gaiva, pride. And what's the remedy for that? The remedy for pride and ambition is to realize that whatever he's accomplishing, even if it's in the great proper ways of doing things, it's not that Hashem needs him to do these things, right? Hashem doesn't need him to accomplish anything at all. If he's doing something, he's allowed through the graces of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to accomplish these things. And he should be thankful to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for allowing him to accomplish. Not that he should feel prideful over the fact.
The v'chom al ha etra ha me'ola hazos. I don't know.
Right. V'chas al atara hamayla hazos. And he should feel Has is like to have Rachmanis, have mercy. Atara is like the literally Atara is like a crown. Hamayla hazos. He should have mercy, compassion on this crown which he's been given, meaning he's been given a certain advantage, and he should have rachmanis on it. Meaning, don't think that advantage, that uniqueness that he's been given, is something due to him, and he should value it appropriately.
So in order to overcome his gaiva, he should recognize that he's received a valuable crown.
Right. Yet realize that his uniqueness, his accomplishments are being given to him, particularly from the Kadosh Baruch Hu, and should be thankful for that.
Let's see. Asher etrach bach. That with which he crowns him.
Right.
V'hamaila harami sheharim ach alei ba'olam hazeh. And this accomplishment what's harama?
Meaning, Haram is like that he's been singled out, that he's been exalted. Meaning, Hamayla Harama Sharimcha Aleha Ba'olam Hazeh. That elevated status which he has been elevated to in this world,
V'ha gimol hagadol hatzifonu lecha b'olam haba b'hadvekecha Zavodaso uvaho daso. Let's see. How come? I don't know. I don't know this.
Yeah. So again, we're talking about this person, and he's been elevated to a high status in this world, and his focus should be Hagamur Hagadol should safan Allah Bolam Haba. And his goal, his focus should be not on being prideful and ambitious because of his accomplishments in this world. His focus should be that because he's done these things and accomplished these things in Olam Hazeh, he has a right to expect a great and deserving reward that's set aside for him in Olam Haba. That's what he should be focusing his attention on. And that should be done behadbecha ba'avodaso ba'hodasoi. And that should be done through his loyal servants, his loyal service to a HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and his praise to a HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Ve'al yevi'acha ma she'nish'acha haborei bo b'ma she'zacharti lecha mecha sadav v'tovosav. I don't know. These sentences are hard.
No, ואל יביאך מה שנסעך הבוירה בוי, ומה שזכרתי לך מחסדיו וטובosiv. It shouldn't be what's coming to you from what Hashem is giving to you, as Zakarti, as I've mentioned to you about the kindnesses and the benefits that Hashem has given to a person.
The his gaos be'enecha uleha tig gadal b'nafshecha.
Right. So these benefits and mercies which the Kadosh Baruch Hu is given to this other person, that shouldn't be a cause for him to his guys to become prideful. Be'einecha, in your, don't think that these things should, he's talking directly, don't think these things should make you become prideful in your eyes. Well, is gadel benafshika, and to make yourself ambitious. Lisromem bechesed aboyav, and to exalt yourself because of the kindness Hashem has disposed upon you. That's not what it's for. Hashem's doing these things and benefiting you in all these different ways, not in order that you should become prideful, ambitious, and exalt yourself.
Usechashav ki mi hadin ku lecha. And he thinks because for me he did this justice.
Right. His chashev, he should think, ki minadin hu loch, that he should think, maybe this is his mistake. He might think that this is coming to him. This is something which is rightfully his. He might think he's worthy for all these things.
Ushata roy lo va vios lecha kamohu. And that you are appropriate for this, and he'll say to you, no, you are appropriate for this. V'os lecha, to be for you, kamohu, like it.
Right. That sha'at roy lo lios lecha kamo. You shouldn't think that this is something which is you're deserving of, and that it's something which is befitting for you, and this is it. This is what you were deserving. This is you shouldn't think that way.
Aval hadivak bechania uva eno uve shiflos. But what is hadivak?
Right. Rather, hitbak bachna, you should attach yourself to humility and another and shiftless. These are things which you should seek. You should uh,
She'ata roy la toda be'emes. That you for you it's appropriate that you should toda, that you should be truly thankful.
That's right. That's what you should be doing. That's what your thought should be on. That's how you should be behaving. We see a good example of this in this last week's Parshas Bilam. Bilam's a perfect example of what we're talking about here. Kadosh Baruch Hu chose him to be a prophet, chose him to be singled out and unique, have special abilities, right? And instead of using those abilities in the proper way, right, he used them in corrupt fashions, and he became haughty and prideful and ambitious. And these were the exact opposite things which he was supposed to accomplish. Is the fact that Hashem is treating him extra special, right? That's even a greater cause for him to be even more humble and more subdued than other people. But the opposite is how the Yetzer Hara works upon a person. The person gets the misinformation that Hashem is giving him these things because he thinks to himself that he's deserving this, that he's special and unique in ways that are something which is special to himself, and he becomes ambitious and haughty over it. And that's a mistake.
All right, I'll see you.
Okay, have a good day, Judy. Okay, so where are we? Al archacha biverias habore yis Allah. What is archacha?
Your value.
Yeah.
So concerning your value in the creation, that the Creator made.
Right, that Sha'ata Roy Lo Kishahoda Be'emes Al Erkecha Bibrius Habori Yisala, that it's appropriate for you that you should be truthfully thankful on your status amongst those things which Hashem has created. That's the behavior Hashem wants from you.
You're valuable because you're something that Hashem has created.
Well, no, you have to value the fact that Hashem has allowed you to be created. The very fact that Hashem has created you is that which is your value. Your true value is based upon how you will and to what extent you will thank Kadosh Baruch Hu for him creating you amongst everything else he's created. And he's going to bring a mushal, an analogy to explain this point now.
Gamo, it's like Shechayev Bo. He's obligated in it, but ha'avad ha'chalash ha'nivza ha'nikla.
Let's for example, let's say you have a weak and lowly Evid. They have a weak and lowly slave. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Oh, okay. You have a weak and lowly slave. Shata Roy, that you are fitting law kishe toda, to be thankful. Oh, I read that already. Wait a second. I skipped a line. Kishin Shah Adonav Me Alto the Yishi Mahu Im Anshe Segulaso.
So, for example, an analogy we can make and draw to this is as follows. Let's say we have a lowly and weak slave, and his master elevates him, and he now places this lowly and weak slave amongst the nobles of his of his um, of his associates. He places a slave amongst all those people he values, people of worth.
Okay.
Hesed b'menu alav. The master has been very kind to his slave.
mivezos nafsho v'hayota be'enav. Um, and with these Zeus nafsho, with his soul, with himself. What is Hayo
He should be right. He should embarrass himself,
in his eyes?
right? When he should embarrass himself by thinking about his original status, how he was a low and worthless slave, and now through the kindness and mercy of his master elevated him.
Kodem sheyigavir Adonav chazdo alav. Before that, he 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 granted him kindness.
Right. That this Evid, who's now in a status of um, of advantage and of favor, and being in the company not of slaves but of free and important people, and this is all because of the mercy that the owner of the slave had on the slave. So he should continually be embarrassed and bear in mind that this is all because of the kindness of the master that he disposed upon him, not on any self-worth that he has in and of himself. That's the proper attitude such a slave should take. Right? Makes sense?
Uh,
Next paragraph.
well, the only thing is that, I mean, if you're accomplishing all this great stuff, and then you say, well, this is only because Hashem did it for me. Um, it seems hard to not feel that, well, I get some credit for it.
That's why it brings the moshel. What credit can the slave take for being in the company of noblemen and princes if the whole reason he's there is because the Adon, his master, put him there?
Right.
It'd be pretty foolish to think that he did anything on his own. He was just fooling himself. He's really a lowly slave worth nothing at all. And since his master picked him to be in the company of people of worth and nobility, so you're right. The person who's foolish and he doesn't think into the situation clearly, he thinks, well, I must be doing something right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, did nothing right at all. It was all because of your master's choice to choose you to be in this now elevated and exalted position. But you have no right to think that it's anything that you have in essence because of yourself. That's just gaiva.
Well, what about compared to other slaves? Let's say I'm one of a group of slaves, and um, I excel and I get promoted. I become the head slave.
That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about that the uh, the owner picked this slave to be amongst these people, and it was completely the master's decision. He said again, the mushal started out that what kind of a slave are we talking about? Ha'eved hachalash hanivze hanikala, a slave who was weak and disgraceful and lowly. He accomplished nothing. He's, he's, he's worthless on his own.
Uh-huh.
Remember, that's how the mushal started out, correct?
Yeah. And then what happens? He accomplishes things?
No, no, he was simply picked. He was chalash, weak, nivze, disgraceful, nikala, and worthless. Worthless. The guy was worthless.
So if that's the case, why would he be tempted to become Gaivadik?
Because that's the nature of people. Nature of people is to think that, well, I must be doing something right, right? It must be.
Well, only if there's some basis to think that. Oh, I must be
Yeah,
doing
but that.
because I did X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, but again, he didn't do it. He'll think he did it. He'll think he did it, but he doesn't really do any. That wasn't the cause of his being chosen at all. He had no right on his own. He had no right to be chosen. In any event. So so he has that type of the nature of a person is to naturally feel that he must be doing something right, that he must be picked for some good reason. But in truth, there was no good reason that he was picked.
Hmm.
So the proper feeling, the proper approach that a person has to take to these situations is that he has to feel that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has chosen him simply because of Hashem's mercy upon him, and he has no right to think that he's accomplishing anything on his own. It's simply through the mercies of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's the proper attitude that a person is supposed to take, because that's what the truth is. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, let's go to paragraph.
Va'al yiskedal lifanav va'al yigba libo bima shehagia alav min hagedola v'hikar. Okay, so he doesn't
He should not. He should not aggrandize himself. And he should not yigba libo. His heart should not grow prideful.
He should not aggrandize himself and let his heart become prideful because of that which shahagia, that which he has done,
Achieved, done, right?
achieved. Alav, for himself. Min hagidolah, from the greatness, the hikar. What's hikar?
Ikar is value or distinction, greatness and distinction. So all that greatness and distinction should not let me put it, all that greatness and distinction should not mislead the person to think that he should aggrandize himself and become prideful over that which is coming to what he has achieved in those things.
Va'al yivkash mimenu mishe alav davar, derech regilos, and he should not. What's yivkash?
He should not um, request from him misha'aloiv derech regilos, meaning meaning when he's kind of shifting right now. He shouldn't, when he's asking from HaKadosh Baruch Hu for things, for his needs, he shouldn't ask in a way which is habitual. Derech regilos is habitual. He shouldn't take for granted, meaning like this. A person may think because Hashem has now given him opportunities of greatness and exaltedness, and he therefore should not feel prideful and involve himself in self-aggrandizement, and therefore he should not, when it comes time to ask for things that he needs, he shouldn't simply ask it as a matter of habit, meaning that it's coming to him. That's the wrong attitude.
Right. Ach Yaazov Eineno Alav V'yiftach Alav Al Tovo.
Right.
Even what's Yaazov?
Right. Azov, right. He should, Ya'azav enough a love. He should rather, forsake all this from from his eyes. I mean, he should do away with all of this, meaning he should really forget all of those things he might want to attribute to himself. He should forget about all those things.
V'yiftach Alav, and to
He should have trust in Hashem, Ba'al Tovo, and on his benefiting him. So when a person he's like I said, he's shifting his attention, his point right now. At this point, he's explaining that when a person he's now in a status of elevation, of renown of some sort or another. So instead of becoming ambitious and haughty over it, prideful over it. He should rather, especially when it comes time for the asking of his needs, he should not ask for these things in a habitual manner, as if it's just a formality that he's deserving these things because of his exalted status. Rather, no, he should forget about all of that and simply have trust in Hashem and on Hashem's goodness to him. So actually, I'll tell you what, let's take it, let's hold it here for now. Okay, we'll pick this up tomorrow. And let's take a short break, and we'll be back soon, Mitzvah Shem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeshayach Lo.